Hi, I'm Sandy Mitchell, and today in my big red chair we're talking about the 10 fears that keep us from what we want. Fear often stands between us and our ability to make decisions, take actions, and ask for what we want. Even to know what we really want. It's the gatekeeper of our comfort zone. You know, in 1933, President Franklin Delano Roosevelt, he told the American public, who were in the midst of the Great Depression and on the verge of a world war, that the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. So here are 10 fears that commonly get in our way of achieving what we want in life and business. First, the fear of being judged. Needing approval from family or peers can keep us from going after our dreams and our goals. Look inward to see where this fear started within you. How can you turn it so that you're not reliant upon outward approval, but inward approval so that you can move forward? 2, fear of rejection. Rejection simply means that somebody else has a different opinion. Notice what your reaction is if you look at your situation from this perspective instead. So how would you respond now? 3, fear of emotional pain. Rather than incapacitate us, painful feelings, they can sharpen our sense of joy and gratitude. They can lead us to the understanding of our feelings so that we can choose our thoughts to ensure that our action is what we really want rather than the reaction that we may not want. 4 is the fear of embarrassment. Making mistakes publicly is awful only if you let yourself feel ashamed. So what can you learn from this mistake? What can you do to rectify it or even avoid it from happening again? 5 is the fear of being alone or abandoned. You know, a strong sense of self-worth and what we can offer the world reduces this fear. You were put on this earth at this time because of the gifts and the talents that you have. The world needs you and your gifts right now. So how are you going to use them? How will your giving of your time and your talents and your gifts benefit and affect all the people around you? 6 is the fear of failure. This is a biggie for most of us. And in today's society, we look at a world that has built a culture that says it's not okay to fail. John Maxwell literally wrote the book called Failing Forward. And he says that the difference between average people and achieving people is their perception of and their response to failure. So what if you fail? Are you further than you would have been otherwise? So ask yourself, now what? 7 is the fear of success. You have more responsibility, more attention, pressure to perform, and this can be frightening, especially if you don't believe in yourself. So sometimes we actually end up sabotaging ourselves so that we don't succeed. Don't be afraid to succeed. It will lead you closer and closer to your dreams. 8 is the fear of expressing feelings. An authentic life means being willing to express our true feelings to our loved ones, to our colleagues, to our adversaries, even to ourselves. Being emotionally intelligent is vital in today's business world. Being able to be real enables faster bonding, better communication, and even more trust with your team. This enables productivity to increase along with the fun of doing the work. 9 is the fear of intimacy. Emotional intimacy, really being seen by another person, especially at work, can be as scary as sexual intimacy. When you don't see yourself as having to be perfect, then you can perform your job more naturally. And this enables other people to see you for who you really are and not the mask of who you think you should be. This engenders tremendous trust on teams. And 10 is the fear of the unknown. The unknown can be an exciting and vast if we shift our fear to curiosity. Ask now what or what if from a happy, expectant place rather than the world is ending place. So how can this shift in thinking change your actions when you're uncertain? How should we deal with fear? You know, avoiding it only makes it go away in our heads, not in reality. And avoidance causes us to either become paralyzed or defeated. And the only way to truly deal with fear is to face it. Dale Carnegie says that inaction breeds doubt and fear, and action breeds courage and confidence. And if you want to conquer fear, don't sit at home and think about it. Go out and get busy. We know that fear is a very real part of our life, and it must be faced and overcome with courage and boldness. So by taking action in the face of fear, you achieve results and become more courageous. So may this be a year where you are full of courage, full of boldness, and not fear. Here's to our success.